Big Rob from celebheights.com, back with another height measurement reaction video. Hold on a minute. Just get the sponsor out of the way. I'm kidding. Drink water, it's good for you. Follow Jeff's advice. Speaking of Jeff, today we have a great one. Jeff Cavaliere, oh boy, Athlete X, one of the most popular natural fitness gurus on YouTube. This guy is an expert in the field. He's built up a physique that would be the envy of many a man, including myself. And you've probably not seen my physique, but Jenny can attest, it's definitely not a 9 out of 10. Or a 6 or a 5. Anyway, Jeff's height is something of a controversy. People once thought he was as short as 5'6". Can you believe that? I can't, and Jeff doesn't either. In fact, he once put out a video putting to rest this controversy surrounding his height. And I think we should watch it and see for ourselves just how good a bad a measurement it really is. You guys ready? Let's roll it.
Athlete X socks, not available for purchase yet on the website, but we're gonna get our height. So now, by the way, Jesse, is this safe for me to get into this?
I think
You literally taped a tape measure up on the wall.
Yeah, well, it's the best I could do.
Okay, all right, so take this straight edge. Let me get out of here before this thing falls on me. Head back up, is that good?
Okay, yep. And move. Okay, you are at 5'10" and a half. Look at you.
Wow, Jeff Cavaliere is officially 5'10" and a half. We just saw him measured on camera. I'll just update celeb heights with that new. Kidding, guys. So what did you make of that? Do you really think he's 5'10" and a half? Let's go back to the beginning and watch that again. So here's Jeff in socks. There's no denying those are socks, and I don't think he's got lifts in those socks. They look quite flat. The tape measure's attached to the wall, reasonably straight, sellotaped on. Jeff's a little bit worried about it falling on his head. Don't worry about that. His hair's quite flat, and the person puts the ruler right against it. And quite clearly, he's over 5'10". That looks like pretty close to 5'10" and a half. That's a solid measurement, considering many folk believed he was 5'6" or 7. However, he's measured himself on AstroTurf. Maybe not the best surface, and the ruler or the tape measure is attached to a brick wall. Again, Jeff's not exactly a guy short of a bob or two. A stadiometer measurement would have been better, but more importantly, did you notice something? We never saw the bottom of the tape measure, which means there is room for error. For instance, at the edge of the AstroTurf, where it touches the wall, there could be a gap. So the tape measure could have been put down that gap. I'm just speculating here. Another thing, an honest mistake. The person attaching the tape to the wall with sellotape, at the bottom, well, there's your wall. They may have accidentally, yeah, maybe, it's possible. Because either Jeff is really 5'10" or something else is amiss. But let's check Jeff out with a few celebrities just to see if this 5'10" and a half adds up. So first up, we have Bollywood legend Aamir Khan, who claims to be 5'7". And beside Jeff, well, I would say that was almost 3 inches. Both of them are kind of leaning in together. But yeah, Jeff's not far off 5'10" there. Maybe he really is that mark. However, is Aamir really 5'7"? Well, check him out here with Tom Cruise. Is that a 5'7" guy with Tom? Not quite sure about that. Next up is Daniel Bryant, who claims to be 5'8". Now, I don't think Daniel is quite that tall, but still, look at Jeff there. Whilst not 5'10" and a half, I think he's almost 5'9" there. Right, next up we get Jeff with a couple of wrestlers that I've met. Cesaro, who's over 6'3", and Sheamus, roughly 6'2" and a half. Let's check it out. Now I'd say Jeff, if he's 5'10" and a half, is that 4 inches? Watch this. Sheamus stands tall with his arms up. And Jeff at 5'10.5", well, that would make Sheamus almost 6'4", and he's not. The WWE actually put Sheamus back down to 6'3", and I think he's about 6'2.5". Jeff at most might be pushing 5'9" with those wrestlers. And we've saved the best for last. Jeff Cavaliere with NFL player Antonio Brown. Check the photo out. Oh, 5'10.5" Jeff. 6'1", 6'1", 6'1" Antonio Brown. Yeah, the only problem is Antonio Brown was measured at age 22, 5'10" and 1/8. 5'10", 1/8. 5'10". This makes about as much sense as the Chewbacca defense from South Park. Height can be confusing. Which leads me to the conclusion, we should actually watch a little bit of footage to see if that adds up. So there on the left, Jeff Cavaliere, and there on the right, Antonio Brown. Yeah, the photo was not an anomaly. Anomaly. Jeff really is a couple inches shorter than Antonio, which would put him somewhere between 5'8" and 9", which doesn't quite add up with his own measurement. What do you guys think? Was it an honest mistake with the measurement, or Antonio's 6 foot and Jeff is really 5'10"? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching and keep walking tall like 5'10". Just kidding. Rob Paul.